I visited all the libraries at Columbia, and I'm ranking from the smallest to the biggest. And number 1, Butler Library. Established in 1934, Butler Library is the main library of Columbia with over 2 million volumes. On the front facade, there are the names of philosophers carved. First, you enter to the second floor from the entrance. The lobby is beautiful, with stunning paintings on the wall and the dome. On the right side, there is a Blue Java coffee, which is owned by Columbia Dining. Next, there is a lounge where you can drink, eat, and chat. Following the Center for Teaching and Learning, there is a Milstein Library, a quiet 24-hour undergraduate library. It is a 3-story high reading room within Butler. The second floor of Milstein Library is a beautiful reading room with a mezzanine. Right next, there is a bigger reading room, also part of Milstein Library, a quiet study space with some computers. There's an old circulation desk that is not used anymore. End of the corridor, there's a reading room where video conferencing and group study are allowed. On the opposite side is undergraduate lockers. And then you come back to the lobby. There are beautiful staircases on 2 sides, which connect to the 3rd floor with the main circulation desk and the main reading room, wine reading room, with beautiful windows, high ceilings, chandeliers, and portraits. It is the back side of the main facade. Each desk has gorgeous lamps, just like old public libraries' reading rooms. The room is connected to Milstein Library. The 3rd floor of Milstein Library feels more friendly. The mezzanine has tables to study. They have a huge cabinet of catalogs, feeling very antique. Passing the corridors of offices, there is another part of Milstein Library. This one feels more serious and quiet. It has a cute study rooms within the room. Also has a mezzanine floor with more study spaces. And the room is connected to a bigger quiet study space. Going up to the 4th floor, there are periodicals and microforms reading rooms. There are computer labs, periodicals around the world, and study spaces. And there is a whole separate room just for microform storage. Next door, there's the 4th floor part of Milstein Library, a huge long reading room with stacks. There are group study rooms and cabinets. Then there's the George and Jess Siegel reading room with collections of comics and graphic novels, a huge study space, and a view. Going up to the 5th floor, there are the moral and political theory reading room with study cubicles and bar tables, Latin America Studies reading room, and American History and Literature reading room. On the 6th floor, there's a huge African Studies reading room, printing room, papyrology, epigraphy, and paleography reading room, ancient and medieval studies reading room, Islamic studies reading room, South Asian studies reading room, and comparative literature and society research reading room. At the back of the 6th floor, there's another whole library called the Rare Book and Manuscript Library. The library feels more like a museum with exhibitions of rare books, maps, manuscripts, sculptures, and models. Passing the exhibitions, there's a circulation desk with some study areas. When I was there was an exhibition on the harmony and cosmology of Islamic science. The elevator only goes to the 6th floor, but actually there are secret floors at Butler. When you go up, the 7th floor is post-MPhil research space. The 8th floor hosts reserved seating spaces and rooms. The 9th floor is mostly restricted access. And the public access ends on the 9th floor and a half. And that is the end of the Butler tour. I'm just kidding. We have more. Butler Library has a separate stack building within the library. So while the library is 9 stories high, the stacks inside are 15 stories high. So within the stacks, there are elevators and tiny staircases. Each floor is full of books with some study spaces. It will definitely be a fun place to play hide and seek. And that is the end of Butler tour, for real. And finally, I have visited all the 14 libraries at Columbia. What was your favorite library? Please write it down in the comment. Thanks for watching.